Hey you guys, welcome to an all-new playthrough of a new game I'm playing. This is Jump Force for the Nintendo Switch. And of course, if you don't know who I am, my name is Danny, and this is my YouTube channel. And like I said, this is a playthrough series. I've been doing a couple of different playthrough series the last couple of months. And today I decided to start Jump Force. Now, the Jump Force came out for the Nintendo Switch this past Friday, and I picked up my copy, but it originally released a couple of years ago for the PS4 and the Xbox One, I think Steam as well. And I didn't like the game when I first purchased it. I purchased it for the PS4, and there was a few things that I liked about this game and a lot of things I really hated about it. I'm hoping that, things kind of got fixed, and I want to see just how things work on the Nintendo Switch now. Of course, like I said, this is a high-powered game that has been ported to the Switch. And here's my boy right here, the main reason I bought this game, Naruto. We got Luffy, who I don't really care for. One Piece, so sorry guys, I'm not a fan. And we got Goku Kakarot, that should have been dead years ago, but he is still around. I would really prefer to Gohan to be the successor of Dragon Ball, kind of like how Boruto is becoming the successor to Naruto. But you know what? It's okay. Now, this is a game by Bandai Namco. Over 50 years of anime. There's characters from so many different series, and you know what? It's an awesome game. Think of it as a Smash copy, only with anime characters. And if you're a big otaku like I am, who loves Japanese animation, video games, and action figures, this is a must. And like I said, this is the Switch copy, so we're gonna see exactly how it fares against the other systems. So far from the opening cutscene, it looks pretty decent. The frame rates, are kind of low. I could tell from that opening video, especially at the beginning of it, kind of choppy. But you know what? Graphically, it looks pretty good. Not as detailed, of course, but it still looks pretty good. Alright, so let's get into it. I'll use my original account. No save data. Would you like to? Yes, I would like to create new save data. I agree to all the beautiful stuff of this, guys. As you can tell, I'm a big fan of reading it. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna get into this. Now, I noticed that the loading times are a lot longer for this game, of course, because it is a lot more powerful than, say, one of Nintendo's own games that have released. This is a huge game that has been shrinked down to work with the Nintendo Switch. Alright, so we are in our opening video. And as I can tell right now, it is very, very choppy. You can tell that the graphics, of course, isn't up to par, but especially with the character models, you can really tell. The background's not so much, but the character models, not the greatest. And I think too, I noticed about this game, but it was even with the PS4 launch, the voices never matched the movement. I've noticed that the voices go faster than the character's animation, which is a shame because it should be one of those things that is easily fixed. So the story is very anime-esque, especially, I want to say it's more of a Dragon Ball thing, since we see it here at the opening. It's definitely catered to Dragon Ball Z. The story's not the most interesting thing in the world. It's a very generic, kind of weird storyline. But I can't say too much because, like I said, when I purchased this game, I didn't really play that much in story mode. I just basically played it so I can have an awesome fighting game with all my favorite anime characters.
ナビゲーターバイタルチェックを。
了解しました。
Oh, we got some trunks over here.
心肺機能低下。出血多量。
Guys love Dragon Ball Z, you better be loving Trunks because that guy was an amazing addition to the team.
やむを得ない。意識が戻ったようですね。今あなたはフリーザの攻撃を受けて危険な状態です。助かる手段は一つしかありません。今からあなたをヒーローとして蘇らせます。
So it looks like I'm just an average Joe who gets some kind of superpower put into him so I can be a fighter. Like I said, the story is really weird. We don't know much of it right now. We're just getting the basis of, yes, Trunks is reviving me, and I'm gonna be a new character. Alright, so we're gonna create an avatar. You can choose between male and female, of course. For this, I might as well do male. We got 4 different types. Type A, martial arts fighting style, a pirate fighting style, a ninja fighting style, a sword fighting style. I am, of course, going to go for ninja because I'm sure you guys know that I'm going to be choosing Naruto. Because Naruto, like I said, is my favorite anime of all time. And I want my character to represent that. So you got a whole bunch of different hairstyles. Gotta customize the color. Got some highlights that we can add to this. I'm just gonna go with light highlights. Sure, that works for me. Eyebrows, I'm gonna change it. I'm gonna change his eyes up though. So very plain customization, nothing really special. Let's change his eye color. Let's go with light purple. Sure. Alright, so his left pupil. Since I'm a huge fan of a TV show that was created here in Canada, yes, I am Canadian, I'm gonna make his right eye yellow, just like Matrix from Reboot. If you guys are a big fan of Reboot like I am, you guys know who Matrix is. He's a freaking badass who, well, I don't want that. Let's change that. Who becomes, who was originally a cheap character, his name was Enzo, and became a badass named Matrix. Okay. We got 10 different voices you can choose. Now, I'm a big supporter of dubbed anime. I think that a lot of people don't give much credit to how much goes into making that and making it sound good. I just think that, you know, for the people who do it all around the world for different voices, they definitely have a dream job, and I appreciate everything they do. I just was never a fan of subs, not because I can't stand it, but it's because I have troubles reading and keeping up with faster motion anime, especially if I'm watching Naruto. I can't read while making sure to watch what's going on from the screen. So, you know, I use dub anime to enjoy everything about anime, and I've been watching anime since I can remember. So we are getting into the story. Like I said, it's a very, very long process to begin with. Alright, so I wake up, and we're in the prologue right now. I have to say my character looks pretty cool. Very Naruto-esque, of course.
無事再構築できたようですね。
はじめまして。私はこれからマスターと共に戦うナビゲーターです。
So we are in New York, it looks like.
世界がおめえらの好きにはさせねえ。いつまで強
You
が
know,
りを言えますか
I used to absolutely love Frieza, especially his
ここは
final
危険
form.
です
But I think he's been used a little too much lately.
しまった
I think, you know, I want to see somebody new
戦ってください
pop out of Dragon Ball.
今のあなたならできるはずですあなたの中に宿ったコズミックキューブが必ず力を与えてくれる
So we're gonna fight off what looks to be Saiyans here. But they are humans, I guess they're using the powers that I'm using to fight, except I'm fighting for the good, they're fighting for evil. We don't know much of the story so far, just Trunks has brought me back to life. So we're gonna get into some battle. The battle tutorial, here we go. I'm gonna explain the basics. Use L to move and jump with B. We are jumping. We are jumping. Of course, he's doing the Naruto run since I chose the Naruto style. Alright. Press Y repeatedly. Ready to perform the rush attack. Oh, okay. Maybe I should stop too soon. There we go. Alright. Press L up and Y for a high rush, L low, plus Y for a low rush. Doesn't really make things easy to understand. Repeatedly press X while on the ground, or press X in the air to perform a heavy blow. Alright, hold, and release it to keep it for some duration to perform a heavy smash. Hold R to guard. Don't know why I'm attacking, since I'm supposed to be guarding. There we go. Okay. So we got the basis of guarding. And that concludes the tutorial. Now we take down our enemy. No special moves. Our character is basically level 1 right now. We're just supposed to kill him so we can continue with the opening prologue. So he is finally gone, and we can continue where we were supposed to be going. So we got some experience points. Alright, so I'm level 2, guys. Very nice. There's a lot of loading screens in this game. That's one thing I can remember, is that this game had so many loading times.
Navigator, cube の回収を。
了解しました。 回収シークエンスを起動します。
まったくこれだから人間は勝
So
負は
far,
お預け
the
です。
the frame rate doesn't look like it's been dropping. It
新し
looks
いお
like it's
仲間
been
の
steady,
心配はいいんですか？
which is
そ
pretty
れ
good.
では
They've done a pretty decent job in it. Like I said, of course, graphically, it's not the best thing to look at, but
大丈夫ですか？
it gets the job done.
よかった。それにしても初めての戦いでここまでの活躍はすごいです。ああ、そういえばまだ名前を伺っていませんでしたね。いい名前ですね。
I always love the these types of games that the characters, and especially your character that you choose, his mouth never
他のメン
moves.
バーのアシストに
The
回った
characters are just
ナルトさんもも
the
う
rest
戻
of
っている
the
はずです。
supporting characters are just like, oh, your name is
腹
Diaz.
も減っちまったしな。
行きましょう。俺たちのベースキャンプに招待します。
心配すんな。うめももいっぺやぞ。
転送用ポータル起動します。
So we're being transported to a camp where all three groups are. There's the Dragon Ball group, Naruto group, and One Piece. If you're a fan of One Piece, you might want to join the One Piece one.
到着しま
I
した。
definitely will not be joining One Piece or the Dragon Ball.
機
I'm
械に
going
瞬間移動
100%
さ
for
せられんな。
Naruto.
まだ
Like
慣
I
れ
said,
ねえな。
huge Naruto fan in here, and I'll choose everything Naruto. Now this is like your base of operations. When you're online, you can see other players running around. The one thing I don't like about this game is it doesn't have a menu system. You just get thrown into this, and say if you're wanting to play online or play, you know, arcade mode against the computer just with the characters,
フリーザの
you
や
have
つ
to go
逃が
through
し
all
ちゃ
this to get there.
次会った
That's
時
a
や
real
っつけりゃ
letdown
いい
for
さ
me. I like it
そうだ
separated so that
そ
I
れ
can
で悪
just
いけ
jump
ど
into arcade
飯
mode.
ねえか。ほら腹減っちまった。
This Goku's always
さっき
always
俺が
hungry.
全部食っちまった。いや嘘だろ。
あなたたちの世界の人はここに来るとみんなびっくりするんですよ。
当然だ。君たちが漫画で見ていたような想像の世界が目の前に広がってい
Pretty
る。
crazy to see like
長官、
every anime character together because you can tell all the different
ここ
styles
はベノム
that
ズと
compared
戦う
to
者たちが集う
you know,
人類反抗
everyone
の拠
looking
点
the
だ。
exact same.
私はグラバー。
Dragon Ball characters look very different from One Piece and look very different from Naruto.
このベースキャンプにいる者たちは私も含め
And of
ほ
course
とん
with
ど
the
が
human
君と
characters
同
even
じ世界
worse.
の出身だ。彼ら以外は単刀直入に説明する。世界というのは一つではない。我々が住む現実世界とは別の世界が存在する。その世界の名はジャンプ。このジャンプ世界から現れた敵と彼らと共闘する者たちベノムズによって現実世界は破壊と混乱に
So the bad guys that they're
その
calling
脅
them
威に対
Venoms.
抗しているヒーローたち。
Very cool name since if you're a Spider-Man fan, Venom is one of my favorite bad guys of all time.
悟空やトランクスのようにジャンプの世界からやってきたヒーローと
And here that is not part of this
元
world.
々は現実世界の
This is
人
all
間だった
anime.
ヒーローがいる。
Not comic book lore, so
今の君には彼らと共に戦う力がある。君の中に埋め込まれたキューブが君の意志に反応して力を
the
発
cue
揮
that Trunks put in us
我々はそれを
has granted us the power of fighting.
倒したベノムズから現れ出たのもま
Kind
た
of
同
a
じ
weird idea. Some of these games are very far-fetched, and it's just really, really crazy plot
キューブの
lines.
力を手に
Think
した
of
あれの
the Kingdom Hearts storyline, which
ベノムズは
is
悪意を持つ者を
crazy.
彼
You
ら
have
にキュ
to
ーブを
watch
与え
tutorials and to make
仲間
sense
を
of
増や
what's
しな
going
がら
on.
現実世界で支配エリアを拡大している。このままでは現実世界の全てがベノムズによって支配されてしまう。それを阻止するにはベノムズの殲滅はもちろんベノムズを生むキューブの回収が必要だ。君も我々と共に戦ってくれないか。
So I'll be
こ
joining
れ
the
で
fight,
君も J フォースの一員だ。期待している
but
ぞ。
now I have to choose who I'm going to be fighting with. Which team am I going to be part of, guys? If you guys have been watching, you know it's going to be Naruto. There's a lot of cutscenes in this opening tutorial, guys. I'm so sorry. Most of this episode looks like it's going to be video watching and very little amount of gameplay.
だが順調であれば気の毒だ。
せっかちね。
急ぎたくもなる。こんな腐りきった世界。
Now
一
these
刻
are
も
two
早く帰れ
characters
ば
I don't know.
世界を作り変える。
All I know is that anime characters are invading the real world, and it's my job to help them fight the evil.
J フォースについて説明する。ナビゲーター、頼んだ。
はい。J フォースは戦略的観点から大きく3つのチームに分かれています。ベノムズの進行拡大を防ぐアルファチーム、ベノムズに
Alright, so we're
占領
getting
され
the
たエリ
basis
アの
of what
奪
each
還を
team
担う
does.
ベータチーム、
Sorry,
敵
Luffy,
地へ
I
の
will not
潜
be
入、
funny.
偵察などの諜報活動を得意とするガンマチームの
There's
3
my
つで
boy
す。
Naruto.
メンバー管理の都合上、君にもこのどれかに所属してもらう。堅苦しく考える必要はない。実際の作戦ではメンバーの適性や状況に合わせて柔軟に運用される。まずは J フォースの全容を知る意味でも各チームを見学してから選ぶといい。ちなみに所属することでそのチームメンバーの
This
技を
guy
習
just
得することが
doesn't look the
チームを選ぶときの
the
参考にし
most
て。
appealing, I should say. His glasses and like his cheekbones, and it's just really weird to look at. Alright, before you join a team, let's go over the basics. Press A to talk to characters in the lobby to hear what the Jump Force members have to say. Alright, so we got a map that we can open. Okay, so we can open the lobby from there. If you feel lost, open the menu, press Y, track tips. Okay. Alright, so we are in the main lobby. Like I said, this is the hub where everything happens, and if you're online, this will be filling up with characters all over the world, different players. I, of course, am not online, so we're just gonna go and talk to every character. As you can tell by the map, you have to go and talk to them. Doesn't matter if you're going to join or not, you have to make sure you go and speak to them all. So I'm going to take this one out first because, like I said, not a fan of One Piece. I'm so sorry, guys, just not a fan.
よく来たな。
ベータチームのリーダー、ルフィさんです。
I just noticed that Boruto is part of the team.
だったら俺たちのチ
That
ー
is
ムに入れ
really
よ。
weird.
うちのチームはサンジがいるから
We
飯
still
が
look
うめえ
like
ぞ。
Boruto for a second.
わらわはルフィがいればそれだけでいい。
こんな感じのチームでもよけりゃ入ればいいぜ。まあ好きにしね。
Okay, so we're not going to pick him. We're just going to run away from him. Go up to our next camp. I know Team A is Dragon Ball Z, or I should say Dragon Ball since there's so many different types. now with Super going on. Where are you, Goku? There he is. And
ア
Gara
ル
is
ファ
working
チー
with
ムの
this
リー
group.
ダー孫悟空
Crazy.
さんです
Alright.
お前
So each group has
の
a
噂も
couple
信じ
different
た
characters from different series.
なかなかの面構えじゃね
Some of the One Piece characters, Naruto characters, and mixed in with the Dragon Balls.
やめとけゾロまだ新入りだぞ
騒がしいよそでやってくれ
And Tundra.
どいつもこいつもこんな連中ばかりだがそれでもよければ俺たちのチームに入るか
No, we're not gonna pick you. Sorry, Piccolo. No hate on the Dragon Ball, but just not picking you guys. I'm picking fast travel. Okay, so you can customize battle options, items, communication, eShop, and achievements. Doesn't really do much for me. On to our next camp, which is the camp I want. It is Naruto. So Team R. Let's make sure we remember that, guys. Team R is what I want to choose. Okay. So the point of this is we're getting to know all the Dragon Ball characters.
ガン
Oh,
マチ
okay,
ームの
awesome.
リーダー
Trunks
ナルトさんです
and Kakashi are here with Naruto. Don't know who that guy is from One Piece, but I'm sure I'll find out eventually.
ナルトさん
ああやる気があるのはいいことだ
空回りしなければですけどね
厳しいなトランクスは
So of course everyone is picking on Naruto, but he becomes the badass. He becomes the Hokage, and he's like one of the most powerful characters in all anime.
お前もこっちに来て
Oh, and there's my boy too, Sasuke.
うちはサスケだ
I was gonna say, I need to know that Sasuke was
相
gonna
変
be
わ
on
ら
my
ずです
team.
ねサスケさんはなんだか誰かに似ているようなどうです
Of
か
course, Trunks
俺たち
is
ガ
saying
ンマ
right
チー
there
ムの印象
that,
はこんな感じ
that
ですが
Sasuke reminds him
ガンマチー
of
ムは
someone. Of
敵地
course,
への
he's
潜
talking
入
about
や
his
偵察
father,
などを得
Vegeta,
意としているんです
who is very
気に入ってく
short-tempered
れ
and
たら
you
ぜ
know,
ひ
to the
俺
point.
たちのチームへ
Okay. So now we're gonna have to go and talk to the general, and I guess we're gonna have to pick our house. So remember, guys, Team R. I'm not gonna make a mistake because I don't want to be part of any other team. I want to be part of Naruto's team. And so we gotta go this way and go down. Now I know later on you can get customizable items for your avatar, depending on what you want. You can mix it all up. Okay, so we want to go with Team Gamma.
やっぱり忍術が一番だよな。かかし先生よりビシビシしごくから覚悟しとけってばよ。
Sasuke is, should say Naruto, is going to be more thing than Kakashi is. Which is funny because he isn't in the
この
anime.
場所はトレーニングルームです
He's taking his
J フォ
power
ー
to
ス
the
の
next
メン
level.
バーはもちろんこれまでに戦ったベノムズの情報をもとに構築されたアバターを使用しシミュレーションによる模擬戦闘が可能です
早い話が今までに戦ったやつなら誰とでもまた戦えるってわけだ
Okay, so this looks like a
けど
chamber where you
模
can
擬
just
戦
like
闘
fight
はまた後にしてくれ
people
よ
like Naruto
今
said
は俺と
that
の
we
実
fought
戦だ
before.
さあやるっ
It's
て
like
ば
a
よ
training place, I guess. Think of the hyperbolic time chamber from Dragon Ball Z. battle tutorial will now begin. You may skip it by defeating the opponent. I'll explain the actions. Alright, so basically like our first one. Except it's going to teach us a little bit more of the character's moveset. Yep, just... So now we're using the alt button, which will bring us closer to our enemies. And it's also an escape, so if you're getting attacked. So that concludes that small one. So it's the abilities. So you got all the abilities on a different side from different things. So we're gonna put fist. So we're gonna boost our character up. Okay, so now we can play with our abilities here. Of course, that's Naruto's trademark. Let's get in here with a Flame Fist next. Let's go that one. Flame Fist. And Fireball Jutsu, which is brought to you by Sasuke. And for some reason, you avoid my Really? I wonder why it's not letting me, That is very weird, guys. For some reason, he doesn't want me to, what is going on? Very weird. So ability 3 is, wants me to do the ability. Why? There we go. With him constantly blocking, I don't understand how you could expect you to get that. But that concludes it. Now we're going to do that. Now it's our job to make sure we defeat Naruto. Get him brought Sengon. And he just hit me with an awakened ability. Now that's a shame because I can't attack him away from this stage. There we go. Got my ass handed to me. He of course is in Sage mode, which is not fair, especially when I can't do that yet. Sengon this time. There we go. I just want to do that. Sorry, Naruto. You are my favorite, but my moves are not landing a hit in there. I do not know what is going on with the moveset. I know I need to break his combo. That's blocking him. There we go. So this game, the characters are very guarded, from what I can remember, which is one of the main reasons that I didn't really like this game. They were over guarded a little too much, and it takes away from the game. I find I can understand block and attack, but when you have to like break the block every time, it does get kind of annoying. But we got past it. Naruto's happy. I'm happy.
けど仲間を大切にしない奴はそれ以上のクズだってカカシ先生の受け入れだけどな。
Let's just say the Naruto group has a lot more characters than the others. We got Sasuke, we got Naruto, Trunks, Kakashi, and the one guy from One Piece. No Dragon Ball character? Oh, I should say, what am I saying? Trunks is Dragon Ball. So we got Vegeta fighting off some enemies here. Another cutscene. And I think something's gonna happen to poor old Vegeta. Yep. Of course, it's not very shocking that Vegeta gets taken over by evil, since it always happens to him. So, you know, he's on planet Namek and some evil has happened. Vegeta has turned bad yet again. Seems you learned an ability from each team leader to reassign abilities and such. 2 different types of skills that can boost your abilities, your character, and your allies. So we can gain new skills from battles, missions, or jobs. So there's lots of different ways you can get upgrades. So it looks like that is all done. So they want us to build our achievements and power up our characters, so that, you know, for future battles or future gameplay, I'll be good for it. So guys, I'm going to stop it right there. This will conclude our first episode. Make sure you check out future ones that I'll be posting very soon. And for everything, you know, anime, just keep it here on Classically Trained Red. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button for more future videos. Take care.